And today we have the start of what's going to be kind of like a mini series here on the channel where I talk about the RPs, not only for Madden 23, but also obviously for Madden 24, which might be more important to you guys. So I'll be talking about the cards in both facets, and they actually look pretty good in Madden 23, these cards, 2-0 AP abilities and things like that. But of course, 4-part promo. I'm going to do an episode like this each Thursday, and then there's going to be a full tier list breakdown at the end. Obviously, in these episodes, I'll go more in depth compared to the tier list, but there will be a tier list when it's all said and done. And of course, hey, if you want to, I'm pretty sure you're able to do all of these RPs, by the way, which is just insane. So if that's going to be you, good luck. So of course, there are still some question marks with RPs. The main one is, what are these cards going to be in Madden 24? And also there's some pretty big changes between, Madden 22 RP and Madden 23 RP. The biggest change is there's no tokens that transfer over now. If you do the Zay Flowers set in Madden 23, you will receive Zay Flowers in Madden 24. It's pretty direct instead of, there being a whole token system. We also don't know if these cards will be sellable. We don't know a lot of things about these cards. Those are some question marks that hopefully, will get answered soon. Okay, so let's get started here with Zay Flowers. For Madden 23, as far as Madden 23 goes, Zay Flowers is really only going to be practical in the slot. He does get short in and short out both for free, which is of course really good. I mean, that's like the CD Lamb setup. That card was so expensive. And I don't even think many cards can even do that now. Go 0 AP, short in, short out. So Zay Flowers, not a bad option. Only problem is that he's 5'10". And as far as Madden 24, obviously a bit of speculation here. I feel they're going to make him like a slower Tyreek Hill. So if you're someone that's able to like afford Tyreek Hill, day one, maybe getting Zay Flowers will make the most sense. And of course, speed's a lot more valuable early game in Madden's because not everyone has 99 speed like it is now. So if Zay Flowers is even like 1 or 2 speed lower than Tyreek Hill, he'll still be pretty good in the next game. Yeah, as far as this year's game go, there's obviously receivers that can do what he can do. And be, 6'2", 6'3". So if you're picking based off Madden 23 a little bit, Zay Flowers doesn't make the most sense, as well as Madden 24. There still will be those taller receivers. It just really comes down to what speed they give Zay day one. So next up, we got Jamir Gibbs. He'll be solid in Madden 23. He'll be nice. 2-0 APs, a good mix of power and elusive. Not the best pass catcher. 6 foot 200. He's also an elusive back archetype. But as far as what this card can be for Madden 24, and by the way, I'm assuming that we're going to be keeping the same upgrade system or transfer system that we had last year, which is the 86 overall cards. Take a look at Breece Hall. I feel like Jamir Gibbs could be like a Breece Hall this year. He's obviously not as heavy as him, but similar height. I think they're pretty similar as to what their stats can be. And this was actually Breece Hall was one of the better backs in the game, early game, and he had 85 speed. So yeah, if we can get Jamir Gibbs with like somewhere in this range, that would be a big W. And also, this Breece card again had a good mix of elusive and power stats, and also wasn't the best pass catcher. So I feel like Jamir could transfer and be pretty similar to what Breece Hall was for us early game Madden 23. Okay, so now we have Darnell Jones, right tackle. He's 6'8", 360 pounds, so an absolute monster. In Madden 23, obviously, we have a couple 0 AP offensive linemen, but he's just another one now, which is pretty nice. So you have, a tackle with 2-0 AP abilities, which is really good. We obviously don't know what they are yet, but no matter what they are, they won't be bad. I'm sure he'll get like a 1 AP edge protector, or whatever you need, or secure protector, if he doesn't get it for 0 AP already. But Darnell Jones, decent speed. And I think for Madden 24, if you're not able to sell these cards, I like picking NCAT offensive linemen. I like having an NCAT offensive lineman. I'm not someone that likes spending a lot of coin on offensive linemen early game. I'm that guy who's kind of just rolling with all the budget offensive linemen until we kind of get to that point where they become pretty affordable for everyone. So I'm that guy. If you're that guy like me who doesn't like splurging on offensive linemen early game, Darnell Jones is not a bad. He's not bad. If you're someone that likes changing up your positions a lot, Darnell Jones is not bad going into Madden 24 because you just kind of put him there and forget about him. You could probably run this card for longer than any position player, most likely, because he's an offensive lineman, and he should have good stats, and also the size looks pretty nasty, and he should have some decent speed for early game going into Madden 24. The next man up is DJ Turner, a 6 foot 180 cornerback. As far as Madden 23 goes, he'll be okay. Obviously, we have big body receivers, and people want their 6'2", maybe 6'8" corners. Who knows? But he'll be okay. I think he's got good stats. Obviously, the tackling is at a pretty big hole there. And as far as comparing him to the cornerbacks in the RB promo last year, which I'll just go to position and I'll just show you them all. I feel like Kyler Gordon's probably his best comparison. Obviously, Elam was popular to start the year last year. He was, 6'2", which is the height and the speed combination, which we all love. But Kyler Gordon, I think, is probably his best comparison. Both 6 foot. Probably, this card actually has better tackling stats than what they gave him on his 99. So, that's kind of funny. That's actually funny. Yeah, they really did that. Okay. Yeah, this card, Madden 23, he might be like, who is that corner that we used to get who would have like 16 impact block? His name, he played on the Broncos, Deltha O'Neal. Deltha O'Neal is a card that used to get like 16 impact block. This might be what DJ Turner is in the next year's game, because 86 Kyler Gordon has better tackling stats than DJ Turner. So next up, we got Lucas Van Ness. And this card is actually one that can be, he'll be good in this year's game. He'll be good in Madden 23, has perfect traits, good pass rush stats, basically 99s and all tackling stats. Good enough speed, especially on a Packers team, getting that boost will be really nice. So I like the Lucas Van Ness card, 6'5". He should also translate over to Madden 24 very well. His traits in this year's game are basically perfect. All pass rush moves on yes, high motor on yes, clutch on yes. If that transfers into Madden 24, and they even give him, stats like they gave, I guess, would be like a good example. I guess it'd be like Kayvon Thibodeau, Aiden Hutchinson. I'm sure they'll give him better power moves, so he'll be more like a Thibodeau. I don't think they give him 82 speed. I feel like he'll be more in the range that they gave the Kingsley card, because he doesn't have 99 speed in this year's game. So I'd be surprised if he has, in the 80s in speed to start next year. So I think he'll be like a combination of Kingsley and Kayvon Thibodeau in next year's game. He'll have good pass rush, like good power moves, good enough power moves, but also won't be the fastest guy off an edge. But his size, if his traits transfer, this card can be elite in next year's game, but he will be elite in this year's game. Actually, a very good pass rush option. And do we know the 2-0 AP abilities? El Toro, secure tackler, run stopper, no outsider. So that's also not bad. It's also not bad. He's got good 2-0, he's got good 0 APs as well. So I like Lucas for both games. Okay, so now we have Vikings free safety Jay Ward. 6'1", 98 speed. So I would imagine if they didn't give him 99 speed in this year's game to end the year, he probably won't be like the fastest safety. I could see this card in Madden 24 being more of like a sub linebacker kind of guy. I feel like with him being a run support archetype, they'll probably cheat his zone a little bit, but give him good run stopping stats, which is obviously good for a user, because you react in zone and man compared to, if you're not using him. But 6'1's good. I would be surprised if we get like a taller safety, and hopefully they don't cheat his speed. But the fact that he has 98 speed in this year's game kind of makes me assume that in next year's game they'll kind of do him like Jalen Petrie, 84 speed. Because he doesn't have base 99. He doesn't have base 99. Simple as that. So Jay Ward could be solid. This is one we definitely have to wait to see the stats and the speed, and also the combination of zone and tackling. That's kind of what it comes down to. Because obviously you're not going to see too many safeties that can play man early game. So all we care about is zone and run stop and speed. That's all we care about to start the game next year. So of course there is still 3 more parts to this promo. So I would of course be a little bit cautious when it comes to doing some of the sets. Because, say you do Zay Flowers because you want a receiver in Madden 24, and then they drop, a taller, faster receiver. I don't know who that would be, but just an example. But Darnell Washington, I really do believe, is one that you could do right now and be okay, and you won't regret it. Last year, there was only one tight end RP, and it was Trey McBride, right? There was only one of them, and this is how he transferred. He's not that great of a card, right? And he transferred into this. So even if we get Darnell Washington with stats close to this, he'll be one of the best pass catchers to start the year. I mean, this man is 6'7", 270, and also he'll have good run block. That's kind of what he's known for, and I could definitely see EA kind of juicing his stats a little bit, because they tend to do that on these taller tight ends for whatever reason. They just like doing it. Donald Parham, for example, guys like that. They just like sometimes messing around, like Jimmy Graham, Madden 22. There's just a couple examples, and Darnell Washington's actually faster than Trey McBride's RP. So if he has, 84 speed to start the year at 6'7", 270 with a little bit of run block in his game, he'll be amazing. He'll be really good. And obviously, I don't think ag catching will be as good as it was to start Madden 23 as it will be, to start Madden 24. But I still believe in Darnell Washington, and I think, and also they made him vertical threat already. So his first card was blocking. And then on the RP they made him vertical threat. So they're already pulling strings. You know what I mean? They're already getting a little cute. So if you are going to do a set from today's cards, I would do the Darnell Washington one, because I think he will be at least at worst top 5 RP. At best, he's able to. I think he has number 1 potential. Honestly, he could end up being the best RP that we see. So next up we have Darnell Wright, and this one's actually a little bit interesting because they gave Darnell Wright 89 speed. And I won't lie, this year they've gone a little bit crazy with fast offensive linemen, like crazier than ever. But if speed's gonna transfer, next year's game's the best one to transfer in, because, dude, I'm telling you, getting offensive linemen with acceleration and speed and awareness next year is going to be the move with the new run blocking system and how they kind of can get to that second level super effectively. It's going to be the move next year. So if we take a look back at Madden 22 to Madden 23 golden tickets, you'll see right here, Abraham Lucas, 78 speed. And then when he turned to an 86, he still had, he only went down 5 speed. So if the speed's going to transfer like that, that's pretty glitchy. That's gonna, if they give this card like 79 to 80, even like 78 speed in next year's game, I mean, that'd be really good to start the year. I think Darnell Wright could be a pretty solid option. Obviously, we don't know what this stat's gonna be 100%, and we probably won't know until Madden 24. But just based off how speed transferred last year, you kind of can see the vision I'm starting to see, right? You're able to see the vision. You guys see the vision. You see the vision with the speed. You see the vision. So Darnell Wright, he's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be a beast compared to DeJuan Jones, who had 76, right? So that speed, that awareness, as well as that acceleration is gonna be very important in Madden 24. That's just how I think the game's gonna play as far as offensive linemen go. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Of course, drop a comment down below. Which RP are you picking? Which one's your favorite out of this bunch today? Yeah, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.